What's up? Welcome back here to another edition of the Fishing Teacher, and thanks for checking out the video today. Much appreciated. Guys, today we're going to be talking about warm water and what warm water does to fish, how it affects fish, and sort of some things you can do to help you out as far as during those warm weather months. So I think it's going to be a little bit interesting. And also, guys, before we get started, I'd like to invite you, if you are having some problems catching fish this summer in the hot water, to please swing by fishingamoment.com and check out our summer lake map breakdowns. Give you a bunch of good spots to try on your favorite lake in the summer. So I'll put the link in the description for that. Much appreciated. Okay, guys, warm water. We're going to have sort of a foundational approach here, what I'm talking about. Now, what happens in warm water is when that temperature of that water gets maxed out to its closest, warmest point, or on 5 degrees either side of that, and normally this is in late June through early September is when you experience this. What happens is the warm water will cause an oxygen depletion, and that oxygen depletion has an effect on where fish are going to be at, and it has effect on their, how well they bite or don't bite. So there's two different ways this affects fish based upon how deep you're fishing. If you're fishing in deeper water, there's a thing that forms in the summertime of the year called a thermocline, and that's basically where the water temperatures change in a little bit deeper water, and below that point you don't have much oxygen. So thermoclines in deeper water, the fish don't go below those thermoclines very much. So most thermoclines in the summertime are going to be dependent upon your water clarity, but for the most part they're going to be anywhere between 15 to 25 feet deep. That's why in the heat of the summer you don't catch a lot of fish like really deep, because of those oxygen depletions, and that varies from lake to lake. And also you can find the thermocline on your lake by a couple different ways. You should pretty much have to have electronics, but if you look at your electronics and you don't see much activity or bait fish below a certain depth, you can bet the thermocline is sort of at that zone. And some of the units, if you turn up the contrast and sensitivity, you can actually see the thermocline, which I don't want to really get into that, but thermocline, like I said, that's why in the summertime you sort of want to fish less than 25 feet deep. Now, if you're fishing shallow water, the warmer water will also deplete the oxygen in shallow water, and this will make the fish not bite very good too. Now, shallow water areas that are affected by oxygen depletion are usually areas that don't have much water movement to it. So this can be somewhere like the back end of a cove, or areas that aren't getting any current or any wind activity to generate some type of oxygen creation in that shallow water. So just generally, if you're in shallow water, just pay attention for life on the bank or in the water. If you don't see a lot of minnows or bluegills swimming around, that could be a good indication that there's not much oxygen. And if you're not getting many bites, that's another indication. So in the summertime of the year, you can get around that oxygen depletion by simply fishing areas that have a little bit of wind coming in on it, because wind and current will create oxygen and help the fish bite better. So anyway, guys, just a few quick foundational little conversation on what warm water does in the summertime. And if you're struggling to catch fish, guys, right now this time of year, don't feel bad about it, because summertime, in my opinion, is probably the hardest time of the year to catch fish. That July, August, early September period, it's just hard to catch them. I mean, it's not easy anywhere unless you go up north, like the northern smallmouth fisheries. So just be patient. The fall will be here before you know it. Water temperatures will start cooling down and fish will start biting better. So we'll talk later.